Every year, fans are shaken by the deaths of some of their favorite celebrities, but sometimes these deaths go largely unnoticed. From baseball legends to actors to TikTok stars, these are the celebrities you may not know died in 2021. Hank Aaron was 86 years old when he died on January 22, 2021. In his obituary, the New York Times noted that Henry Louis Hank Aaron was regarded as one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Throughout his 23 seasons playing with the Atlanta Braves and Milwaukee Brewers, Aaron hit 755 home runs, breaking the record set decades earlier by Babe Ruth. His record remained on the books for 33 years before it was finally broken, though he still holds several that are yet to be broken. Governor Brian Kemp of Georgia said of Aaron's death, "Hank Aaron was an American icon and one of Georgia's greatest legends. His life and career made history, and his influence was felt not only in the world of sports but far beyond, through his important work to advance civil rights and create a more equal, just society." We ask all Georgians to join us in praying for his fans, family, and loved ones as we remember Hammer and Hank's incredible legacy. Aaron died peacefully in his sleep, according to a statement from the Atlanta Braves. However, according to NBC News, several prominent anti-vaxxers, including Robert F. Kennedy Jr., suggested that he died as a result of the COVID-19 vaccine, which Aaron received on January 5th. According to the Fulton County Medical Examiner, there was no evidence to support that claim. Aaron was laid to rest at Southview Cemetery in Atlanta, Georgia. Joseph Siravo died on April 11, 2021, at the age of 66. Siravo wore many professional hats during his career, though he is probably best known for his work on The Sopranos.
Oh yeah?
Siravo's career spanned decades of work in theater, television, and film. He got his big screen break in the 1993 film Carlito's Way, and he continued working in front of the camera throughout his career. In 1999, he gained small screen fame as Johnny Boy Soprano, Tony Soprano's father on The Sopranos.
Not right now, Tony. You'll be good, though. Pay attention to what those teachers tell you hear me, Anthony?
He was cast as Fred Goldman in the FX anthology series American Crime Story: The People vs. O.J. Simpson in 2015, and he had roles in other successful shows like The Blacklist and Law & Order. His death came at the end of a, quote, long, courageous cancer battle, according to Variety. Many of the actor's Sopranos co-stars posted moving tributes online, including Michael Imperioli, who wrote in part, "Joe was an excellent actor and a wonderful guy, and he will be missed dearly." Siravo's daughter, Allegra Okarmas, posted on Instagram that she was with her father when he, quote, died peacefully in his beloved treehouse. Sonny Chiba, best known for his work on Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill films, died on August 19, 2021. He was 82 years old. Many Western moviegoers were first introduced to the inimitable Chiba via his performance as Hattori Hanzo in both Kill Bill films. But before filming those tributes to cult classics, he was already a famous movie star in his native Japan, with hundreds of film and television credits to his name. Chiba was one of the rare martial artists who made a successful leap into making movies, and his example helped inspire generations of martial artists and filmmakers. Chiba's work elevated him to international superstardom relatively early in his career. He starred in more than 200 movies and television series, but the role that helped him find international fame came when he was cast as Takuma Terry Tsurugi in the 1974 film The Street Fighter, which was so violent that it earned an X rating in the United States. Even Chiba thought the violence went too far, but that didn't stop him from appearing in 2 sequels and a spin-off. In early August 2021, Chiba was admitted to a hospital with COVID-19, according to Anime News Network. He remained in the hospital for 11 days and died from pneumonia brought on by COVID-19. His body was cremated, and his ashes were distributed to those closest to him in life. On October 10, 2021, Ruthie Thompson died. For years, her animation work delighted audiences, and she was declared a Disney legend in 2000, 72 years after she first began working for the company at age 18. Ruthie Thompson is a name few people know, but she's definitely someone who touched the lives of people all over the world. She was one of Walt Disney's earliest animators, having worked on the studio's very first animated feature film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. When she began working for the company, she was placed in the ink and paint department, but before long, she became the final checker of animation cells. After some time in that position, she advanced onto scene planning, which she did alongside her work as an animation checker, according to the New York Times. Throughout the course of her long career with Disney, she helped create some of the studio's most prominent feature films. Her resume includes work on Fantasia, Dumbo, Pinocchio, Robin Hood, and many other classics that likely gave you great joy when you were a kid, or perhaps they still do now. Thompson lived to the impressive age of 111. She worked for Disney for over 4 decades, and as of the making of this video, no other employee's tenure has been longer. News of her death brought forth numerous tributes, including one from Disney's co-executive chairman, Bob Iger. He wrote, "Ruthie was a legend among animators. While we will miss her smile and wonderful sense of humor, her exceptional work and pioneering spirit will forever be an inspiration to us all." Granville Adams is best known for playing Zahir Arif on Oz. On October 10, 2021, his family announced on Instagram that he had died of cancer-related complications. He was 58 years old. Adams' acting career was sadly short, though his time in the spotlight brought him a great deal of success. Before beginning his 6-year run on HBO's Oz in 1997, he landed a recurring role on Homicide: Life on the Street. According to The Hollywood Reporter, he ran into some problems in early 2007 when he was arrested and charged with criminally negligent homicide over the death of a man he had an altercation with at a nightclub in Manhattan. For 10-10 wins, the charges were dropped, but Adams' career seemed to stall after the incident. Despite this, he had a large fan base who supported him. In December 2020, their well wishes poured in after he shared a photo of himself in a hospital bed on his Instagram page. This was the first public acknowledgement of his cancer diagnosis. More love and support came Adams' way via his Oz co-star Dean Winters and the show's executive producer Tom Fontana. They set up a GoFundMe campaign to help pay for Adams' healthcare expenses. Fans donated nearly $113,000, well over the $69,550 goal. His family wrote on Instagram, "Grant spent his last days surrounded by his loved ones, family, and close friends. His wife Christina was by his side the entire time and was alone with him when he passed." Elizabeth Ann Teresa Lynn, known professionally as Betty Lynn, died on October 16, 2021, at the age of 95. She is best known for playing Thelma Lou, Barney Fife's girlfriend on The Andy Griffith Show.
"I'm surprised at you, Barney."
Losing to a woman. Jiminy. It's the end of an era.
Lynn's acting career spanned 40 years, and she's remembered for a great deal of it. She also appeared alongside Andy Griffith in the television series Matlock. She found further success on the silver screen with her roles in such films as the original Cheaper by the Dozen, helping her stand out among her peers. She worked consistently for decades, entertaining the world with her comedic timing and impressive stage presence. Per the Andy Griffith Museum, Lynn succumbed to a brief illness. Before she died, she was writing her autobiography, which will be released posthumously, according to the Associated Press. Regarding her legacy, Lynn told WYMT, "People don't have to remember me. I don't think it's necessary that I be remembered." Lynn's body was cremated, and a surviving relative took possession of her remains. Famous voice actor Christopher Ayres died on October 18, 2021. He was 56 years old. Ayres was one of those celebrities you might not recognize on the street unless you heard him speak, and odds are you've heard him in something. Much of the voiceover artist's work consisted of English dubs of Japanese anime. His most popular and well-known character is Frieza from the Dragon Ball franchise. Some of his other noteworthy characters included Prince Soma from Black Butler, Kate Kurono from Gantz, and Takeda Shingen in the Sengoku Busara series. Still, it was his work as Frieza that he became best known for, as he took over the role in 2010 and played him for nearly a decade.
That's why I despise your kind!
Doing voiceover work was something Ayres absolutely loved, as he explained to Ohio Guys at Ohio Comic-Con in 2014, saying, "I love it. I've enjoyed everything I've worked on." According to Entertainment Weekly, Ayres had been undergoing treatment for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, more commonly referred to as COPD, since November 2017. In December 2020, he tweeted that he was recovering from a double lung transplant. His girlfriend, fellow voice actor Crystal Laporte, shared news of his death in a touching tribute on Twitter. In part, she wrote, "Chris passed away peacefully, held close by his mother, brother, and girlfriend. His hands were held, his face was kissed. His mother and brother told stories of his childhood as he left." British lyricist, composer, and playwright Leslie Bricusse died on October 19, 2021, at the age of 90. Bricusse composed some of the most memorable film scores ever put to celluloid throughout his long, impressive career. His work touched the lives of millions of people, as his lyrics and music have been heard by generations of viewers worldwide for more than 60 years. Some of his most significant work includes writing the music and lyrics on numerous films, including Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Home Alone, Dr. Dolittle, Superman, You Only Live Twice, and many more. He wrote the intro music for Goldfinger alongside John Barry and Anthony Newley, and his work in Willy Wonka includes two of the film's most popular songs, Candyman and Pure Imagination. In addition to his work on films, Bricusse was also instrumental in delivering the music and lyrics in various musicals. Bricusse was critically acclaimed for his work, having won 2 Academy Awards and a Grammy Award. He was also nominated for 5 Tony Awards. Additionally, Bricusse was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1989. After his death, his son Adam revealed on Instagram that Bricusse had, quote, passed away peacefully. Bricusse died in St. Paul-de-Vence, France, where he owned a home. Cinematographer Halyna Hutchins was tragically killed while filming a movie on October 21, 2021. According to American cinematographer, Hutchins got her start shooting fashion photography and working, quote, whatever production assistant job she could. After completing her education at the University of California at Los Angeles, she studied at the American Film Institute Conservatory. From there, she found work as a cinematographer, which opened doors to a number of high-profile productions. She also found work as a director of photography on the 2020 film Arch Enemy. Hutchins' career was just getting started when she was shot and killed while working on the production of Rust, a Western movie starring and co-produced by Alec Baldwin. According to a search warrant, while Baldwin was rehearsing, he was handed a prop gun. Unbeknownst to him at the time, the weapon held a live round, so when he practiced pointing the gun at the camera, a scripted moment in the movie, he inadvertently fired a bullet. Hutchins and the film's director, Joel Souza, were injured. Hutchins later died from her injuries sustained in the on-set accident. Following her death, the American Film Institute established the Halyna Hutchins Memorial Scholarship Fund in her honor. The impact of her death also sparked a movement in the industry to remove functional firearms from film and television production sets, according to The Wrap. The investigation into her death and the circumstances surrounding it is still ongoing as of the making of this video. Dean Stockwell died of natural causes on November 7, 2021. He was 85 years old. While Stockwell's best-known role was playing Admiral Al Calavici on Quantum Leap, that was only one gig in a very long career. During his 70 years in the entertainment business, he played over 200 different characters. He was born to a family of entertainers, including a father who voiced Prince Charming in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Stockwell followed in his dad's footsteps, beginning his own career on Broadway when he was just a child before making the leap to television and film. In 1995, he told Turner Classic Movies that he was unhappy working as a child actor, but he opted to pursue the profession into adulthood. Stockwell's vast list of film and television roles includes critically acclaimed performances, such as Anthony Tony the Tiger Russo in Married to the Mob, opposite Michelle Pfeiffer and Matthew Modine.
It's checkout time, Frankie.
Tony, this blows my mind.
That part landed him a nomination for an Academy Award in the Best Supporting Actor category. Outside of film, he's remembered for his work in television, playing characters in popular series that include Murder, She Wrote, Miami Vice, and Battlestar Galactica. In 2017, Stockwell's ex-wife, Joy, told 50 Plus World that he had suffered a stroke and was retired from acting. In retirement, he focused on visual art mediums and even exhibited his work, according to Deadline. He died at his home in Ranchos de Taos, New Mexico. TikTok comedian Huey Haha, whose real name was Huey Haha, died at age 22 on October 25, 2021. He left behind his 2-year-old daughter, Princess. He was a rising star on both YouTube and TikTok, where he shared funny videos with his large group of followers. His YouTube channel boasted more than 520,000 followers, while his Instagram account had over 333,000, so he made a significant impact in a short amount of time. More proof of his success can be found in his YouTube stats, which show that his videos have been viewed more than 150 million times. According to the U.S. Sun, Ha was found unresponsive in his home after first responders arrived following an emergency call. He was pronounced dead a short time later. As of the making of this video, his cause of death has not been revealed, but police said that it, quote, was not considered to be suspicious. News of Ha's death shocked many in the online community, who posted touching tributes to the young comedian. His friends established a GoFundMe campaign with the intent of raising $50,000 to provide financial support and assistance to his daughter. As of the making of this video, it has grossed over $45,000 via more than 1,500 donations. Tommy Kirk's work with Disney Studios entertained millions of people for decades. He played leading roles in The Shaggy Dog, Swiss Family Robinson, and many more. On September 28, 2021, Kirk died at the age of 79. He was found deceased in his home in Las Vegas, according to his friend Paul Peterson, another former child actor. He began acting at a young age, and it didn't take him long to land a breakout movie role. In 1957, he was cast as Travis Coates in the Walt Disney classic Old Yeller.
Let's get that dirty old dog out of our drinking water.
His performance solidified him as a Disney leading man, and he spent the next couple of decades starring in various Disney projects. In 2008, he was honored as a Disney legend, despite having had a falling out with the company in the 1960s. Kirk was gay, and in 1993, he told Film Facts magazine that Disney had severed its relationship with him when he started seeing someone. His acting career was sidelined in the mid-1970s due to a substance abuse problem, but he ultimately overcame it. He continued to work in the industry into the early 2000s with a smattering of small parts, but never really made a return to stardom. When news of Kirk's passing came, Disney shared a remembrance on Twitter that read, "We are saddened by the passing of Tommy Kirk, the beloved and iconic star of such Disney family favorites from the 1950s and 1960s, as Old Yeller, The Shaggy Dog, Swiss Family Robinson, and The Misadventures of Merlin Jones." Gregory Edward Jacobs, best known to his fans as Shock G or Humpty Hump, died on April 22, 2021, at age 57. Shock G's road to fame began in 1987 when he co-founded the rap group Digital Underground. They gained popularity in 1990 with the release of the Humpty Dance, which is when Shock G created his Humpty Hump persona. He also helped boost Tupac's career, co-writing the Future Superstar's 1993 single, I Get Around. Shock G found additional success as a producer, working with talented artists including Tupac, Bobby Brown, Dr. Dre, and Prince. In response to his passing, celebrities from all over the industry posted tributes, including Digital Underground co-founder Chopmaster Jay, who honored his fallen friend on Instagram. He wrote, "34 years ago, almost to the day, we had a wild idea we can be a hip-hop band and take on the world. Through it all, the dream became a reality, and the reality became a nightmare for some. And now he's awakened from the fame. Long live Shock G, aka Humpty Hump, and rest in peace, my brother Greg Jacobs." News of Shock G's death was shared by his father, who announced that his son was found dead in a Tampa, Florida hotel room. Deadline later reported that his cause of death was an accidental drug overdose of fentanyl, ethanol, and methamphetamine. He was laid to rest in Parklawn Memorial Cemetery in Tampa. If you or anyone you know is struggling with addiction issues, help is available. Visit the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration website or contact SAMHSA's National Helpline at 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-4357.